Hi guys, welcome back to Hitpoint 10. Name's Revolve. Today we are going to be continuing with our playthrough Revolve the Mad on day 811. And we are trying to kill, maim, and plunder all the way to the walls of Senderfall. And in 5 days, I will discuss with the Lord of Senderfall and try to convince him to join our side. If that is doable, which it shouldn't, in theory, since it's the final fief, I don't think I should be able to convince them to join our side. I don't think that's possible. But if it is possible, it's interesting. So it's an experiment. If it's not possible, we're just going to have a very meaty, bloody, rare battle at the walls of Senderfall, where a lot of Silver Mist Rangers will kill my men, and a lot of my men will kill Silver Mist Rangers. So either way, it's going to be interesting. So let's, for now, deal with the cards that we were given and try to eliminate another Mist Mountain army. Hello, you boy Squints. Welcome back to the end, man. How are you doing?
When this battle is over, I'm going to desecrate your body, then I'm going to drink from your skull.
Yeah, about that. Archers up here, infantry down here, chevaliers on the side. Is there a wall here? Ooh, there kinda is. I'll be bringing all of the boys here. Infantry will be here. Cavalry will be down there. And you'll see. Do I have a wife in game yet? No, I didn't marry. I'm saving myself for Madame Ursula. I want to test out if it's possible to marry a claimant. I don't think it is, but it's another experiment. Plus, we're not the leader of a faction. We're not the king of a faction. So it's not that important for us to have a wife. And I know some of you are like, but the sex. It's fine. I do the sex all the time. It's okay. To be honest, the idea of a glorious final battle seems a lot more exciting. Both are interesting, in my opinion. I'll go with that. But fair enough. I think the battle is a little bit more on the exciting side. As in, people/pixels will die on the screen of death. So we shall see. Yeah. There are not even that many berserkers, or not that many spawned, but if you guys could shoot them good. What is that? Okay, those are just hero adventurers. I thought for a second those were Silver Mist Rangers on horses. I was like, oh god, I have Vietnam flashbacks or some dumb shit like that. There we go. And we're going to be retreating and re-engaging here. We went through 100 of them, and we still have 950 left. How are you boys doing? I found a interesting game that's currently in early access, but it shows so much promise. Have you guys heard of Ruinarch? I saw Splattercat Gaming play Ruinarch. Kind of revisiting it after a year of being in early access and receiving constant updates. And I have to say, it's a cool looking game. It is RimWorld, but you're trying to destroy a colony instead of building one. You're the demon lord of hell, and you try to corrupt the local populace so they produce enough negative energy for you to be able to open a portal to the human/fantasy/blah blah world. It's interesting. Ruinarch, one word. Seems quite a fun game. But again, early access, so you know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, because the end product might be not at all what was envisioned. Somebody kill that berserker for me, please. Do we go through all of them? I think we did. Everybody move forward a bit. And I don't think it's Ruinarch, I think it's Ruinarch with A-R-C-H at the end. Might be wrong. You definitely can find it on Steam. Hello, I'm Sirut. Welcome back to the end, man. How are you doing? So it's an interesting game in the sense that you're trying to cause chaos and order, when usually in video games you're trying to set order in chaos. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Interesting take. If you like video games like Dungeon Keeper or RimWorld, I feel like yeah, Ruinarch. I feel like that game will be right up your alley. Have I ever visited America before? No. I'm sad to say, I've never set foot in an English-speaking country. Never visited UK, never visited Canada, never visited America, no Australia. Sadly, anything of the sorts. You like the art style? It's, as I said, similar to RimWorld in the looks department. Hey, Theron. Welcome back to the end, dude. Long time no see. How have you been, man? You doing good? That's fine. I'm... Oh, right. A new wave is coming. Hey, Signopa. Welcome back to the end, dude. Yeah, POPUC. That is correct. Trying to end it. Or at least trying to reach a satisfying closure towards the playthrough before starting something new. Yeah, they reopened school. Okay. For some, that's going to be a source of joy, and for some it's going to be a source of dread, the fact that they've reopened school. It depends where you are, how do you position yourself when handling social interactions. So if you were the type of person that likes to socialize and interact with other people and chat and have friends and a stream is not enough for you, then you like the fact that school's open again. If you're the opposite of that and you prefer to keep to yourself or just have a very closed circle of friends, then yeah, probably school's not the best. But hey, that's society, that's life. Gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta play with the cards that we were given. I see. No wonder you have some good archers. I do. I finally am fielding the Raven Guard custom knighted order that I've been working on, and they're performing well. They can perform better. They're not min-maxed yet. They could still use some more gear. I did rush them out of production a bit, but that's because I was just dying of boredom, and I wanted something to change to accelerate this war that I'm currently waging against Ravenstern. So for what we baked, they're pretty good. Hey Lucas, welcome back to the end, man. How you doing? Orval, you just captured Maltese. That's the first time at this playthrough. What do you recommend you do with her? Maltese unlocks some of the best armor in the game for the custom knighthood order. So if you want good armor, tell her to give you the secrets of the equipment. Or, I'm not exactly sure, maybe she gives you that right off the bat. If she does give you that right off the bat, you have two choices. You either take the Qualis Gem and throw her away, or you, you know, risk meeting her again on the field of battle, or you just execute her, or you tell her to never return. Your choice. You know, if you want Maltese, if it's in your benefit to face Maltese again or have her on the field of battle, it's a judgment call that you need to make, depending on your playthrough. I've been watching a lot of Jordan Peterson today. I'm really a big fan of his lectures, so I think we're going to be talking a little bit more complicated in speech. You know, speech patterns wise. I don't know why. Now you have this tendency of imitating the speech pattern of people I watch. It's stupid. I consider it to be stupid, but hey, it's this thing that I do, so... And sadly, I don't really have a lot of control over it. You just hope that you can go back to university and not have to worry about any COVID bullshit. Hopefully it'll all be fine by the time classes start next year. Hopefully so, D-Skater. I really hope that's the case. University is quite a nice location to socialize and bloom out of. I feel like Romanian high schools aren't really well suited for socializing properly and coming out of your shell. I did it in university for sure. Where I just formed my personality and became me as a person. Yeah. The only thing that I disagree with Jordan Pearson on is his view on video games. I think, if I remember correctly, his last statement was that video games are a complete waste of time, and people shouldn't seek refuge in video games. I disagree with that. I feel like video games are simply an outlet of having fun, or a medium of meeting new stories. Or experiencing new stories, exactly like movies or books. So you do with that information whatever you want. Yes, we are 126 hours into this playthrough, Thayrun. It hurts my goddamn soul. You wanted something that smells of blood and has plenty of arrows? I'm not following Signopa. Yes, I wanted snipers. I wanted clean-cut, destructively monstrous snipers that will end my enemies before they even reach me. So I think I got what I paid for. Yeah, high school was shit? A bit. A bit. It wasn't god-awful, oh my god, but I can say that I don't want to go back. If you would give me the chance of doing high school all over again, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm fine. I really enjoy my life right now. Please don't have OSHOS speech pattern. I'm not exactly sure what that is. So since I'm not trying to kill Noldor lords and get Noldor ancient plate, I think I should go with the armor. The Asp armor is the second best of the Noldor one. Yes, I think so. I think that's the case. Also, anyone know how and why the fuck the Asp Vanguard have Noldor spirit horses? Anyone knows the lore in it? No. Duxall. I don't think you should read too much into it. Hopefully you'll find some hot chicks in university. Hopefully so. And hopefully hot chicks will find you, D-Skater. Attractive and compatible. That or a way to release some anger. As I said, it's an outlet. Sikanopa. Video games are an outlet. It's a way to vent frustrations, to relax, to unwind, but I also consider them to be a medium of experiencing stories. Why everyone hates high schools? As I said, Theron, I don't hate high school. I didn't really have that bad of an experience. I wasn't even bullied or anything of the sorts. I just feel like it wasn't... So high schools are meant, besides learning shit and trying to decide your vocation, your path in life, besides that, high schools are there for you to form your personality. To go from liking spaceships, fire trucks, police cars, or what was the last one? A soccer ball. Let's go with that. And actually deciding on what you want to do. You know, forming a personality, forming you as an individual. That's what high schools are meant for. I guess I was a late bloomer. I figured that out later, and I formed my personality properly in university after high school. I guess late bloomer. What you gonna do? Hey, VV Justice, welcome back to the end, dude. What's up? You are gonna kill all the lords. Okay, have fun with that. Hello, Valadia. Welcome to the end. Oh, okay. My simple mind didn't understand till now. I'm sorry, Signop, I didn't want to demean you or anything of the sorts. Or nothing. I simply stated that I've already mentioned that it can be used as a way to vent frustrations. The problem, in your opinion, with video games isn't the game, it's the addiction, I think, which can apply to most of things in life. True, but with all things, you gotta, consume them in moderation, video games included. I did something called the Pro Gamer Move. You lured Igram into the Dread Legion, but they were the same speed, so they chased each other for a while. A whole week. And caught up to Igram finally. They luckily fought each other to the end, and both retreated. So you ended up killing both of them and unlocked Igram's knighthood stuff and multis. Massive brain move and luck. Yes. Yes, that was a very good plan. Congratulations. Yeah, that was a very good strategic move. Where you defeat, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You went with that principle. So you used them against each other and then killed them off when they were in their weakened state. Good move, man. We also did that in our playthrough. But yeah, that's cool. That's dope. Oh, no, everyone to me. No, I know I'm simple-minded. I wasn't saying anything bad. I just didn't understand what you were saying. My bad. I don't think you're simple-minded. Why do you say that you're simple-minded, my dude?
No further. Infantry.
I mean, once I re-explained, I'm sure you got it. You understood the situation. You understood what I was referring to. So, no, I don't think you're simple-minded at all. You shouldn't really underestimate yourself. You shouldn't overestimate yourself. You gotta find a good balance for that. Also, is the Astral Shield better or the Demon World Shield? No clue. Compare their stats, man. Compare coverage and resistance and HP. Those are the stats that you gotta work with. If you need help with that, share the stats and we'll tell you. Or at least we're gonna give our 2 cents. Ooh, shitty. Ooh, choppy. Cavalry charge. The Astral Shield is slightly better, but the Demon World Shield is quicker to get. Quicker to get as in acquire, or, to obtain for your Knighthood Order? Because if it's just that, just go with the Astral Shield. It's going to be a better investment in the long term. You could always upgrade to the Astral Shield later on if you need shields now. But, yeah, I guess that goes with the judgment call. Okay, yep. Oh, there you go. No. Ah, lame. Missed. No. He's gonna get away. No, he's not getting away. He's dead. Good. So things are working well. Enemies are dying. As they should. Ah, lame. Come on. There we go. The OP shield in the game is an old or enchanted one, right? I'm gonna go with a I don't know. I have a problem remembering names, so I don't know the exact name of the shield. I just look at the list, find the one that suits my needs, and then I go for it. Revolve, in your opinion, do you think the Doom Mace is worth it for the custom Knighthood Order? It's very long and fast and has 30 blunt. I'd say if you have a mounted Knighthood Order, the Doom Mace is great. If you don't have a mounted Knighthood Order, maybe go with something faster. Or definitely, if you really care about getting prisoners, or as many prisoners as you can just equip them with a Doom Mace or the best blunt weapon that you can find. Either way. You're not gonna like it, but you gotta make a judgment call. good with horse archers? I mean, once they run out of arrows, I mean, I guess so. If they're forced to get into melee, why not?
Hype.
Hey, dude. Thank you for subscribing 2 months in a row. Appreciate it, my man. You can kind of make them into, like, Doom Guides? Yeah, you can. Definitely can. With more strength, proficiency, and power strike, they're gonna wreck shit. They will definitely wreck shit. But if I remember correctly, the Doom Mace, on foot is a little bit slow. But maybe I'm wrong. I haven't really played around with a Doom Mace as much as I wanted. Yes, that's how I call my penis. That was a penis joke. All along! I'm kidding. Okay, so then make your money back with prisoners? Oh, definitely. Definitely. Of course, as long as they get into a melee position with the enemy. There we go. So the strongest shield is a nether shield. Resist 25. Nope. 90 speed. That's a little bit on the slow side. If I remember correctly, the Ebony Saber or something like that has 110. Or something a little bit more insane like that. I'm pretty sure you can find something better. From a killing perspective. But again, if you want to have armor pen and to take prisoners, the Doom Mace will work. And yes, as Justice said, if they have proficiency, the lack of speed will be compensated with the giant throbbing amounts of proficiency. So all's good on that perspective as well. You're more into two-handed axes? That's fine. I would still recommend the same thing. Go for length and go for speed when it comes to two-handed weaponry. It depends. If things clip, you know, if units clip each other when trying to swing, maybe it's a good idea to go for something short and fast. But that does deeps, that does a lot of damage. Also, apparently, it's a good idea to usually give your knighthood order weapons that can be thrusted. Because apparently, AI doesn't utilize thrusting very well. Hell, players usually don't use thrusting very well unless they literally use a polearm like I'm doing right now, but still. Retreating and attacking gives you less renown. Yes, it does. And I think it also gives you some diminishing returns on loot, but I don't give a shit about that. I just want the enemy dead with me taking minimal casualties. So, that's fine. You'll go for heavy armor, I presume, so they will be beasts in sieges? Yes, I do tend to get the armor that provides the most stats. Kill enemy with thrust? Gotta kill enemy with thrust. That should be a political slogan right there. Vote for Reval. He kills enemies with trust. Hey Marcus, welcome back to the end. Because god damn it, in that Space Archpappy Vampire Bartender, I gotta put in President too, okay? Okay? You like heavy armor too? It's reliable. Gotcha. Put them in with 2 nether shields and 1 doom base and the best heavy armor and watch them destroy sieges. Fair enough. Yeah, that sounds powerful. That sounds interesting and powerful. Yep. You tested it out. Okay, so you're speaking from a place of experience. That's cool. Not even funny? Ooh, I would like to see that. One day we'll go through for a playthrough where we focus on melee soldiers, although the amount of casualties inflicted upon my soul will be massive. Smack that. Like 1 wounded knight per 50 to 60 wounded for them. Damn, son. That's pretty cool. You tested it out with 800 archery skill with best in slot archery items with 2 quivers. Way stronger in my opinion. Revolve for 2024? Sadly, I'm not in a position to, you know, joking aside, if I were to answer that honestly, I am not in a position to become president, and even if I were to be voted and actually take the position, I would not be prepared for the responsibilities in any way, shape, or form. No idea how politics work, no idea what I would have to do. So, nah. I think I'm going to be staying away from politics. It's something that I don't know about, thus I should not meddle in it. How long did you play to get into 800 proficiency? The game is over by that point. It's... well, with 800 proficiency, I guess the way you would get it is... let's see... you just level up a companion way up the butt, and just make him have, I don't know, 600 proficiency or something like that. And then, once you have 600 proficiency, then you pay for the upgrades by money. So I guess that way you would be able to maximize the amount that you get. But that would be very, very difficult to do. I think Lethal Durin, in my playthrough, can currently provide around 450 proficiency. But that's it. You can cover everything without a custom night order, so you made it 10% speed, but you were sure you would win without them. Do nothing and just talk? No, it's not that easy. If I were to become president, I would want it to do it the right way. And I'd like to do it in the benefit of humanity. But again, since I'm not ready for that sort of responsibility or position, ain't gonna happen, brother. Come try to be a president in Turkey. You can't mess it up worse than it already is. I can't comment on that, man. And yes, I can mess it up more than it already is. Trust me. After that, you have like 1.6 million to manually level up 140 to 220 proficiency after that. Cool, cool. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, Turndell. It seems we finally... oh, wow, I killed 33 people on Autopilot. Interesting, I didn't even notice. Hey, man. What you doing? We're killing armies. Well, stragglers have said army, but armies nonetheless. Also, yes, archers are better sieges, but once they're out of ammo. Fair. Yes, Autopilot. As in, my main attention, my main focus is on the conversation that I'm having with you guys and not on the fight. I'm fighting using muscle memory. Not paying attention to what's going on here. Just position my soldiers and then I start killing. I don't know where I am, I don't know who I am, all I know is that I must kill. I bet you could do better than that, than the last 3 US presidents who only care about their pocketbooks, but enough about politics. Yeah, let's stop there, Tyrandel. Let's be honest, I'm not a political animal, and I never will be a political animal. And specifically because I can't comment on it and provide a better solution for it, I should shut up about it. When you don't know about something, it's better to admit that you don't know, instead of faking it. No, Turndell, I'm probably going to be receiving an answer on Friday. And it's perfectly fine to not know everything. Thanks. Applied for a position within the company. We'll see how that goes. So good he can kill 35 enemies without even looking. Sometimes it's 35, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 3. It all depends. Sometimes I just get lucky and I dodge everything and I keep on killing. Outside though, it is awesome how 200 of the bad boys take out everything when 2 shot them and each soldier has 2 quivers. Thanks, Moose. That's why I think you would make a good leader. You admit your weaknesses and know them. I mean, no, I don't think that's what makes a person a good leader. I think that's something that all people should realize. We're not perfect beings. We're just small, insignificant specks in the universe, scale speaking. We need to understand what are our limits, what do we strive for, what are we going for, and we need to not bullshit our way through that. That's it. That's it. If there's something that I don't know, I'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know, so I can't really talk about it. You guys can discuss, but I won't be able to, add my opinion to the mix because it's insignificant. For example, let me just give you a accurate example from yesterday's stream when Spectre was talking with another viewer about War Thunder. I've never played War Thunder, but I did not stop the conversation. I simply skipped over the dialogues where War Thunder was mentioned. There's no point in me reading out loud those comments because I'm not going to be answering them. I'm not going to be, going for it. So that's it. I don't remember. Have you played Kenshi before? I did play some Kenshi, not as much as I would have liked. Kind of just early game Kenshi, and I did stream it a bit. Sorry, Marcus. What position can you elaborate? Different types of positions depending on the subject, Marcus. We're not perfect beings. We're not. Definitely not. Honesty is the best policy. Yes. Except when you're telling your wife that the soup's bad. Or your grandma or your mom that the meatballs need more salt. Or something like that. If that happens, you just use a little white lie like, they're delicious, they're fucking amazing, and you just dig in. Kenshi's one of your favorite, and they're making a second. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath. Making a second will take a long time. Do I have any videos on Kenshi? Sadly, just some VODs that expired on Twitch, so no. We might revisit that game soon. Or sometime. I applied for a junior... the correct terminology would be Junior Linux System Administrator. Or Junior Linux Sysadmin. Bannerlord was the hype for you, but it's taking too long. Justice, I'm sure you have other video games that you can play. In general. What's my major? In university, I've studied English and Japanese. Sadly, I don't remember any of the Japanese stuff. You're kind of proud of yourself. You've been working on making a custom start for Kenshi, and you've never done anything like it before. That's cool. And what is this custom start? What did you start off with? Can't remember when you touched BL2. Maybe you'll come back to it. BL2. Bannerlord 2. Okay. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's improved since then. Your wife got mad at you trying to teach your 14-year-old autistic son about white lies, but after a long discussion, she agreed he needed to learn the difference. True. Yeah, it is important to learn about white lies. I remember I was in high school when I first learned about white lies. And I felt like they were necessary. Not essential, but necessary. For example, I was joking. When something tastes bad, I do tell my wife, hey, this needs more salt. Or, hey, yeah, I'm sorry. I love you, but this sucks. Stuff like that. White lies, color white lies on the ground, or lies as deceit. As deceit, as telling a lie, Marcus. A white lie is a harmless lie that you state to be polite or to try to make a person feel better. For example, your soup is delicious. It's amazing and I want more, even though it might be lackluster. That's, I think, the best and easiest example. It's for a fun Hiver army base builder start. Oh, so you're trying to get as many builders as you can and try to go directly into a faction stage. That's interesting. Yeah, but never tell Grams her food sucks or you will die. My mom actually has that problem, where if I provide any constructive criticism, be it constructive or not, and I always try to provide constructive criticism, she flips out. She gets angry. She gets irritated. She's like, "Well, you do them next time. Well, you cook it like next time," and so I completely avoid providing any feedback on my mom's cooking. Besides the fact that my mom's cooking is fucking delicious and it's amazing, there are some, you know, a pinch of salt here, a little bit of extra pepper there, minor things. But I avoid saying the minor things as well because I know that she's gonna get pissed about it. It's just a thing with my mom. Doesn't make any goddamn sense, but it's just a thing. I'm a good streamer? No, I'm not. I'm not a good streamer because I'm talking with you guys instead of talking with you guys and playing the game at the same time. So, no, I gotta work on that, Marcus. You know, as your grandma, she would straight up tell you that you haven't existed long enough to tell her how to cook. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that my mom gives off as well. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck... Okay, not in those terms, but who the fuck are you to tell me how I should cook? You were racing between your daddy's balls, and I was baking bread. So, yeah. Thanks, Justice. But there's always room for improvement. Yeah, that was Granny. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, that's true. Marcus told the white lie. He told me that I am a good streamer to make me feel better about myself. Fair point. Fair point. Thank you for pointing that out, Theyrune. Nice. I didn't notice it. I completely didn't notice. But I'm trying to follow different conversation strings or threads throughout the chat, so... a little bit thick-headed when it comes to that. Yeah, I got it eventually. Thank you, Turandel. That's very sweet of you. Dukan, Janos. Okay, let's go westwards. Did we kill all of them? Oh, no. No, he asked me to return to Bazak someday. Did we manage to kill all of the Mist Mountain armies? You do love the Fox emotes? I love the Fox emotes too. To be honest, those Fox emotes inspired me to ask my wife to make me similar emotes, but with corgis. In the end, we settled for corgis because they're my favorite dog breed. Oh yes, I might be an it. I might just be a imaginary construct. I might be an AI. You don't know. I might be an it. I'm not, though. Yes, corgis are amazing. Hey, Darren, it might be a white lie. I don't know. But I'm gonna take it, goddammit. I'm gonna take that compliment and rub it all over my face. Hey, son. Welcome back to the end, dude. Do we add synth to the already long title that I have? Will I be the space vampire pirate synth archpappy? Ooh, okay. Hey, Jerome. Welcome back, dude. What's up? Let's sell that. Campaign going great. It's going good. Slow, but we're now speeding up the process because we have our Custom Knighthood Order boys with us, and they're murdering. They're killing it. Maybe a Jedi too? I don't know. I don't think I follow that religion. I wonder if the Jedi Code is still the most popular religion in Brazil. I think they voted Jedi in when they made a poll, a nationwide poll. Might be wrong though. Might be misremembering it. Nothing much. Good, doing good so far though. That's nice to hear, man. That's nice to hear that you're hanging in there, living that life, living that dream. Now you couldn't do the no love thing? Okay. You're a mix of a Sith and Jedi? You should be a mix of a Sith and Jedi. The Jedi and Sith code are two extremes that you should definitely not adhere to. You should find a, dare I say it, balance in the Force. Yeah, I know.
Sir, the ride here is lonely, eh? Have you time to stop and share a wee dram?
Well, sure. We had this weird moment where okay, he doesn't want to talk about politics. We had this weird moment where things were just dragging on. I think we had around 9 hours of nothing happening. Me just constantly killing Ravenstern armies, slowly dying inside myself. But yes, once we brought the Custom Knighthood Order online, we are progressing nicely. Yes, we were waiting on the Knighthood Order to capitalize on the war. All humans are both a balance of both? Yes. Or at least they should be. Revolt for a weapon like a heavy great long axe. Can companions use it on a mount? Yes. Yes, they can. As long as the weapon doesn't state that it can be used on mount, they should be able to use it on mount. Although, a heavy great long axe might not have the same reach as a spear or a two-handed sword. And it's super high damage, high range, and slow speed. Well, if it's high range, it should be fine. So am I going for 100% completion or playing till I'm satisfied? I think I'm going to be playing till I'm satisfied, till I've experimented everything that I wanted. Once we know that it's inevitable that we're going to take the entire world, I don't feel like there's a point in going through it. It would be boring. I think the only purpose would be to see the scenes of a siege. I guess that would be the thing that you would learn from it. But you could always just check the previous playthrough that we did because there was no siege update between the patches. So I'm not really seeing a point. You see my point? I just said, Duck Souls, it can be effective on a mount. If it has the proper range, it should be okay. But having a two-handed weapon means that you don't have a shield to protect yourself against arrows. So, yeah. Also, what's better, 56 damage cutting speed, 56 damage cutting, speed 89 and 127 reach, or... That's why the Phoenix Order sucks a lot, because they die before they reach the enemy lines. Shocking. You now feel stupid in Star Sector, you have 9 planets in one system? That sounds amazing. Why do you feel stupid? Sicknopa. 51 swing blunt, 36 blunt thrust, 70 speed and 126 reach. So they're equal in reach. Doesn't matter. If it's 27 or 26, that's the same thing. It's okay. 51 swing blunt. That's amazing, actually. And that would do a lot of damage with the proper speed on the mount. The thrusting thing is a little bit concerning. I really hope that the AI is not dumb enough to utilize that thrust damage. It's not going to do anything. That's the problem. So if you don't want to rely on the intelligence or lack thereof of the AI, you would go with the axe. And the speed doesn't really matter because you're going for hit and run tactics with the horse. So you're going towards the soldier, you smack him down, and then you turn around, and then you go and smack another one. So the speed is not that important there. If you want more damage, go with the blunt weapon. If you want reliability in how the AI uses it, use the first one, the axe with the cutting damage. I think that's my opinion on it. What I would do, Duxol, is I would test out how the AI utilizes the blunt weapon, and then depending on their performance, I decide which weapon to give them. Hey, Big Buddy, sorry for the long explanation. Welcome to the end. Phoenix have shields? I don't know if Phoenix have shields. I seem to recall that the Order of the Phoenix has two-handed weapons. Let me have a look. Oh no, they do have shields. They do have the Phoenix Battle Shield. 14 resistance, 500 HP. Nothing to write home about, but... Oh, they don't have a two-handed weapon? Phoenix Longsword. No, they don't. Interesting. I always was under the impression that these are two-handed mounted. Oh, the Phoenix Risen are like that. Yeah, the Phoenix Risen have the chance to spawn with a two-handed weapon. Okay, that changes my opinion on the Phoenix boys. Although they still perform quite poorly. Now all of the major factions hate you. If you have 9 planets in a system, I think you can overcome whatever the AI might throw your way, Signopa. I think you're fine. They have, but they usually run it with two-handers? Okay. That's why the Doommace is so good, it only has swing. It's for on foot? Oh, then go with the axe. If it's for on foot, the speed of the weapon is too low for it to be reliable, Duxol. Maybe the proficiency is going to help with that speed, but again, you would have to test. You haven't seen anyone play this in a while? You've been wanting to get back into Pendor, but you haven't played it since like 2016. Well, the final version of the game is 3.9.5. There's not going to be any new release on it. The game, I feel, is in a complete state, and it's in a good place. So, sure, yeah, it's a good time to revisit it. Why not? If you're itching for it. If you want to test out something new that has changed, you could try out Perisno. They have added several patches to it, and people have been saying that it's good. Duxol has been saying that it's not as good as Pendor, but hey, it would be something new that you could sink your teeth in. Why not? They're still worth to join. Look at their armor. They look like targets. They look like, hey, please shoot me with arrows. I am bright red. Please fire at me. I feel like that's what they're saying. And melee, they're the best of all knights since they don't have other weapons, so they don't have to decide and hesitate between weapons. According to the test, I think Valkyries are still the best. Big Bunny, thank you for becoming a follower, my dude. Welcome to Hitpoint Ed. AI often switches between weapons and hesitates. Yes, they do. Just loved Pendor last time you played, but you remember it being kind of grindy. A bit grindy, but only if you decide to make your own faction, or if you decide to grind and min-max a custom knighted order. If not, then you can just join a major faction and help them conquer the world. That's it. No need for extra grind. A little bit too high, I think. Maybe. No, man, look at the armor stats. Not in the mood. How far along in the playthrough are you? We are helping a claimant, the claimant of Ravenstern, to take their faction back. So we're part of the Ravenstern rebels. We're helping Madame Ursula, and we only have Senderfall to take. So we're 811 days in. We've been playing. Okay. Yeah, give me a bag of strain, please. Bubba. One day, and the Ravengar Knights will have their Noldor bow. That's awesome. Yes, I'm on day, last time I checked, 811. To be exact, 812. Let's go to Vizine, let's go to Orin. Fun, right? Again, depends on your objectives. But yeah, fun, now that I finally broke the stalemate. Didn't you say you weren't going to make this a 100+ day playthrough? Yes, I did, but that's sadly what happened. Yes, I do have my own custom knighthood knights. They're called the Ravenguard Knights. I'm particularly proud of that name. It's a cool fucking name. I wish Spectre was here so he could ban that bot. Don't touch it, Theron. It's a bot that's trying to do dumb shit. I'm actually gonna tab out and purge. There we go. You went for Preserver Knights? Could you please elaborate? You just wanted to make super tanky knights? Now you love it, you don't get me wrong, you were just playing. Okay. Nothing from him. So he doesn't want anything. I'm gonna go to Orin. Army of enemies spotted near Falcon Dark. It's probably a Jatu army from the south. I shouldn't worry about it. Nothing here either. Okay, weird. Whatever. I'll wait here. But manage this town. Do I need to... Oh, okay. I'm building a training ground. Wandering army, relations with counts. Talon Crag, and there it is. Ravenguard Knights have acquired the new Noldor composite bow. So is there in essence a Noldor copy, but they wish to protect the history of all of Pendor? That sounds cool. Conservative Knights. Okay. I think you said it with the Empire a few times. I usually cite it with the Empire as well. I think they're one of my favorite factions. Them and Ravenstern. You're taking your dog for a quick walk to the end of the drive and back? Yeah, go for it, Turndal. It used to be pretty good, I think. You remember taking the Snake Stronghold? That was fun. I dislike the Snake Stronghold because it forces you to specialize into a melee-focused army, and I don't usually like melee-focused armies. You can never really find a good position for your archers on that map, and that's what I disliked about it. So the full order name is Preservers of History? No, it's Preservatives of History. Is Orleans being crushed? Let me see. Actually, I'll check in a second. I want to equip the Ravenguard Knights with new shit. I don't want to give them better armor. I want to give them a better weapon. Two-handed weapon, to be precise. Oh, no. No. The Ruined Bastard Sword is A-OK. Ancient Rune Axe with 56. I guess that could work. But I like the speed rating and weapon reach. I like that, so I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not gonna give them the Ebony Bastard Sword. I'm not gonna give them the Noldor War Sword, because there's a chance that they're gonna be using it as a one-hander instead of as a two-hander, which is bleh. So no. Nah, that looks good. That speed rating is lovely. Okay, I want to upgrade their arrows. You gave your sergeants a Noldor War Sword, and it seems to be working fine. Okay, I stand corrected. All's good. Is it possible to give your knights ruby weapons? No, it's not. Unless you you know, modify the tweaky something mod of the mod. But that would just not make it fun anymore. At least I worked towards these knighthood orders. I trained them from when they were wee little babies. But I think it would be a little too OP. They're already OP enough. Arrows, please. We're just gonna start upgrading the ranger arrows to Noldor variants. Not much, but hey. It's honest work. Still 34k, huh? And 24 days. Damn, son. Still gonna take a while. That'd be OP. Imagine a custom night order with ruby bows. I would actually give them the sniper rifles. Is it the sapphire bow that has very good accuracy? I would probably give them that. Can iGroup still have a massive army? Yes, but it's limited to 5,000. If either 4,000 or 5,000. All you're missing is the Doom base for your knights, but you can't take him out just yet. Need a stronger kingdom position. Okay. You'll get there eventually, my boy. You'll get them next time. Okay, let's walk towards Senderfall. We're getting close to the limit. The Emerald is the sniper. The Emerald. I apologize. The Sapphire is the speed one. And the machine gun. I always consider the Ruby to be the bazooka. I prefer the sniper. Kill the enemy from far away as possible, and kill as many of the enemies from far away as possible. Safe and nice to do. Okay, intellect. Gonna be bringing that trade up, because why the fuck not? I mean, 5,000 undead armies kinda nuts still? Yes, it is kinda nuts, but 12,000 was even nuttier. Imagine 400 proficiency, 10 power draw, and a sapphire bow, and I guess I'm not in order. No, just that wouldn't be a good idea. They would utilize their arrows too fast. The slower, the better, I think. Revolve, by the way, your steward's trade skill reduces cost and time for custom order equipment. Oh shit. Well, I'll train him up next time, I guess. Next time. Let's go to Senderfall. I like slow, accurate fire from a mountain away. Sounds good to me. Lord Burgundus, let me love you, Lord Burgundus. Let me show you the way. Can you make a knight with a bow and 3 quivers? Yes, you can.
I suppose you found me ready.
They're gonna suck after they run out of arrows, but yes, you can.
My men were cold.
You were thinking the Sapphire Knight Order unit for siege defense? Oh, definitely for siege defense, yes, but it would be a slaughter. Yeah, okay, maybe I misread that. You like Sapphire with 3 quivers for yourself? Okay, Signopa. If you gotta brr the enemy down, you gotta brr the enemy down. Blah, blah. You wanna join? Nah, okay, then, you die. After they run out of just fisticuffs from then on, sadly, yes. Which is not good or viable in any way, shape, or form. But the idea would be that you kill the enemy before they run out of arrows. I mean, he refused, so his only option is to die. Or fight. And then die. I would go with the accuracy. The Emerald has enough damage to be selected. You don't need the bazooka damage from the Ruby. And if I remember correctly, I think out of all of the bows, the Ruby has the least amount of accuracy. Might be wrong, though. I think you guys could correct me on that. Get smacked. A lot of people in the Discord seem to do 3 quiver strat. It's okay, that's fine, it's their choice. But, and it's especially very good if you plan on cheesing it out to the max with the retreat re-engage option. Then definitely, you're invincible. But we also have to remember that enemies will sometimes get in melee. Oh, but then you put them on a horse and then they will always be safe. Yeah, sure, it can work. I'm not denying it. Also, for some odd reason, I'm a little bit on the bubble side of the goddamn camera and it hurts my soul. That's what you did? You started with 3 quivers? Cool. Hopefully it went amazingly well. You one-shot Demonic Magnus with Ruby? Okay. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Now I see the problem. Now I see the problem. I'm going the wrong way. How long have I been streaming for? Is it 3 years, guys? No, it can't be 3 years. Is it just 2? It might be 3. Around 3 years, Big Bunny. You like the 3 quiver horse archer idea? I mean, they will never get into melee because they can't. Yes, you put them on a horse and reenact the Mongol Empire. That would be the idea. Sheesh. Yeah, it's been a while. I wish I would do it out of business, but sadly I'm only doing it out of pleasure. Because I'm not popular enough to do it out of business. So, someone's yesterday VOD had 33-month history? Then yes, it's over 3 years. Since you have around 100 arrows and a horse, you can win a battle alone almost always. That's why you did it, guys. You got affiliated like 2 years ago, but you moved home since then and you can't stream here. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm affiliated as well, but I never reached partner status. Because I can never make my streams go over 40. They'll usually stay at the 35 mark. Meh. What you gonna do? And that's what I get for not doing hot tub streams. That's what I deserve. Prisoner? Abandon the rest, grab whatever. Hell yeah. Me, a horse, a tub. The path to 100% guaranteed success right there. Go, take my idea. Run away with it and have love with it. Fly, you fool. No, D-Skater, that is stupid. And doesn't help anyone, especially me. You have so much money from your start, you have 60k always now? That's good. That's cool. I have around 300k. Or had. I had to pay a lot of trading. Even though we have 400 people in Discord, and you get 300 or so Twitch views, it's because I can't stream for everyone at the same time. I can't physically stream for Duck Souls at 5 because it's 5 a.m. in the morning. Remember that? I can't stream for certain countries. It's not an appropriate time. Don't tempt me. Used to build bots for making email accounts. I bet it's not much more different. It still will not help me one bit, Tyradel. It will only get me in trouble, so appreciate it, but no. Hello, Mark Herman. Welcome to the inn. You just helped a claimant. I hope it was easier and more satisfying than how it went for me. This is a decent time for you. You work from home, so you got me on my other screen. That's great. I'm glad that it's working out nicely for you, my man. There's Duke of Darien. Arnoldus. I'll try to catch Arnoldus. But they're all gonna fight. It went to hell after. Don't help them. They play favorite. But it's your choice. It's okay, Marco. It's more of an experiment. I haven't really done a claimant playthrough in a very, very long time, so that's why I'm going for it. And I also wanted to see if it's possible to marry said claimant afterwards, after you help them. 12 noon for you, but your other streams are 4 a.m.-ish. Normally you only catch those. Yeah, I know. It's simply because of work. It's because of my full-time job. I have to mold my schedule, my Twitch schedule based on my full-time job. I don't have a choice in the matter, and that's just the way it is. If I were to choose, I would definitely try to... Hell, if I were to choose, I would stream 7 hours a day. So in 7 hours, I'm sure you're gonna be able to fucking catch me online. But yeah. Is this vanilla? No, it's not. This is Prophecy of Pendor. Marco Roman 2223, thank you for becoming a follower, my dude. Welcome to Hit Point In. The troops that companions bring back after right to rule gathering, are they always the same, or is it a bit of a luck on how much you get? You actually get them based on your army size. Or your renown, if I remember correctly, Duck Soul. So the later in the game you send them for right to rule, the more soldiers you'll receive. So is the new job a lot more hours or less? It's the same amount of hours, Turandel. With a 1 hour decal difference. Let's go with that. So instead of working from 4 p.m. in the evening, I'm giving an example, I would be working from 3. Finishing at 11 instead of midnight, and so on and so forth. That's how it would work. Oh, we're murdering souls here, which is fucking beautiful. I'll lift my shield down and grab a drink. I feel like there's a soft limit of 15 soldiers that they bring back, but I haven't confirmed it. I'm not sure. Micromousie, welcome back to the end, dude. What's up? You can let your general do your work for you. You own your kingdom, and you own all the map except 5 castles. Okay, yeah, sure. Let your general do whatever he wants. At that point, you're pretty guaranteed that you're going to be ending and conquering the world, so you are free to do whatever you want. Story arrow to the head? Yeah, you expect it, but it was a risk I was willing to take. Is it over? No, there's another wave coming. Hello, Fuhang. Welcome back to the end, dude. The Knighthood Order is coming in nicely. They're quite the mitochondria. They're quite the powerhouse of the cell right now, so yeah. His name is Klaus, and he owns 5 castles. Okay. Smart man. You should not own more than 5, definitely, because the tax inefficiency is going to bite you in the ass. He's everyone's favorite, because he brings presents. Is it because he brings presents, goddammit? And owns 10 towns. Okay, so your tax inefficiency is... Oh, wait, you're talking about your general. Interesting. So your general's name is Klaus. He has 5 castles and he owns 10 towns. I think he's a big boy, isn't he? He's a big boy that wears the big boy pants, huh? Everyone has 3 towns. Nice. Hopefully those 3 towns are close to each other and stuff. Oh shit, is that a silver misgoddamn ranger? It is. Oh, that'd be the danger zone. I will retreat and re-engage here. Another 195. That's great. And everyone has 300. Cool. That sounds pretty badass, man. Pretty badass, man. I'm just gonna go back to the first map. The first map seemed to be the sexiest, in the sense that it was a very good position for us to shoot down the enemy from a pond. With the infantry over there, and the cavalry on the side, and me with a goddamn... what's this called? It's not a mug. A pint of water. There we go. Tell the boys to go a little bit further. Tell the boys to go a little bit further. You have an 165, but you own 65 Swadian Knights and 45 Khan Lancers and more. Why Kurgit Lancers, Marco? So you think you need to call your local post office? What happened? Did you receive erroneous mail? Ooh. Ooh, I feel like he was a little bit faster than me, and I shouldn't have risked it. In your mail, you got 9 people's mail. Yeah, I think you'll have to call that in, man. That ain't good. Who knows? It might be incredibly important. Your tactic. Why, I do share, good sir. Your tactic, too many goddamn horses? Okay. I'm not following, but okay. Why not just go with Swadian Knights? They're clearly superior to the Kurgit Lancers. Oh, he did. Hey, what? You don't discriminate. I see. Okay. I mean, in a situation of life and death, you should, but whatever. It seems you can't think and type today. It's okay, it happens. You're only superior in combat, not morally. Yes. You don't even need to do anything because you just send in the cabs. Yes. Anyone can join Vager, North, Swadians, and Rodox? Yes, that are all very nice factions and quite flavorful. But it still stands to reason that Swadians will have the best cavalry, Vagers will have the best foot archers, Kurgits will have, in theory, the best horse archers, Nords will have the best infantry, Rodox will have the best crossbowmen, and the Serenades will have the second best mounted cavalry and the second best foot archers. So, yeah. But hey, if you prefer to not discriminate, all's good. Also, they have to sell souls and emotions. Who are you referring to, Marco? Who has to sell their souls and emotions? And why? Your army. Why? You side with Serenids? They're quite an enjoyable and cool-looking faction. Signopa. I personally like them myself as well. Although, if I were to order the factions in order of likeness, my favorite are Rodox, second favorite are Vaegir, third favorite would be Nords, fourth Swadians, oh sorry, no, my bad. Third favorite Nords, fourth Serenids, fifth Swadians, and on last place the Kurgits. That would be how I would classify the major factions from the vanilla game. We can't have no crybabies when we commit more crimes. Right. Okay. Ahoy to you too, sub. How you doing, my boy? My dude, my dog, my pal, my friend. Your all-time favorite is Nords, then Vaegirs, then Serenids. Okay. Swanda is big boys? Swanda's not in the game. Swadia, though, yes. Yeah, Swadia is a lot of people's all-time favorite. Either because of their military prowess or because of their king's buttery obsessions. But yeah, you know, you decide. Okay, can we just charge the fuck in there? Have I ever played Keeper RL? No, I've not. As I understand, it's similar to Dwarf Fortress, but I have not played Keeper RL. Don't bring that up. It's just a meme. I mean, that's not my problem that you get triggered about a meme, my boy. You just have your buttery flashbacks, that's fine. You can still like certain aspects of a thing and dislike others, it's not that big of a deal. Do I do the Noldor tournaments? I did them until I've uncovered the secrets of the Noldor equipment, and then I stopped. I don't need any more Qualis gems, and I'm not interested in the armor that you get at the end for winning 10 tournaments. So, not anymore. Plus, the war kind of kept us occupied. You're kicking it? Done with work for the day, sitting at your favorite bar? That sounds awesome and relaxing, my man. I hope you have headphones on your phone so you don't bother people with my, voice. Don't Clagus have too much butter? He would never stop having feasts. I don't think it's Clagus. The name of the Swadian king is Harlaus. You find yourself addicted to it for a bit. Please, elaborate. Remind me, how is Keeper RL? What's it about? He weighs 600 pounds? I think that's a him problem. Got me on earbuds, no sneezing. I'll try. Can't make any promises. Hey, if he gotta go, he's gotta go, Big Bunny. If he has to do it, he's gonna do it in his favorite bar. You're addicted to bread. As in the pastry, or as in the action of having the sex? Bread gang. Okay, the pastry. Run a base, mostly dungeons like Dwarf Fortress, and have an overworld map you have to kill to win. That sounds fun. Yes, the pastry. Got it. You'll probably do that too at some point. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I mean, when you gotta go do the number ones and the number twos, you gotta. Build your base, find resources, and train troops. That's fun. Super fun. Tyrandel, if you liked that, go check out Ruinarch. Anybody who likes RimWorld, please go check out the video game Ruinarch. Own it? Good man. You're a brutal king. We're all brutal kings. For the sake of efficiency and so on and so forth. You execute farmers. Okay. So you burn down villages is what you're saying. Pardon. Silver and chrome. Silver and chrome. Good Van scary shit, which I don't need. And you do Blood Eagles. That is a little bit on the fucked up side, but again, it's your video game, it's your business. It ain't mine. Yes, I know what Blood Eagle is, Marco. Sadly, being exposed to the internet also exposes you to fucked up shittery. Indeed it is, sub. That sadly is a Blood Eagle. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of fuckers inside Senderfall. Really hope that the Lord
They say that a
will
strange
join us
people
without
face
too
at
much
strange times. Let's hear more about
hoitiness.
it.
We'll re-engage. You did it to the Nord King. Well, I think that's karma.
Infantry! No further!
Duck Souls, you should Google it. But it's practically what Marco described further up. I think it was considered a way of the Scandinavians executed their captives. An ancient Viking way of killing traitors. There you go. I guess. I don't know. I don't actively look that shit up. No, it sounds horrible. Simply horrible and unnecessarily brutal. Okay, everyone get in there. Time to end this. Whatever, man. Whatevs. Can I please kill you? Yeah. Ah, lame-o. Wasn't Vlad the Impaler from Romania? Yes, he was, but I feel like the Blood Eagle is a little bit more brutal than the Impaling. And just because Vlad the Impaler is from Romania, that doesn't mean I condone the execution via impalement sub. Dude, you're a history buff, and one of your more messed up things you liked reading about was ancient tortures and ways of killing people. Don't judge me, I was a strange teen. That's actually quite tame and normal for a teen, turned out. We were all cringe and edgy, so yeah, no judgment there. That sounds like a normal teenage life cycle. Now I made sure his ass... Okay. Vlad the Impaler could keep a person alive for up to 10 days impaled. Fun! Yay! The impaled people would have a tea party. Fucked up. Let's not talk about this. Okay, let's go to something else. What are you guys playing nowadays? Pour molten gold down their gullets? Oh, that sounds fun. You're playing Liga and Kenshi? Okay, that's cool. What are you playing in League of Legends? Curious. Crap. What role? I'm a top laner / mid laner myself. With a preference in the top lane. And then towards the end of me playing, I went with support roles. That's quite nice. Keeper RL, Ruinarch, and your curse that is EverQuest. I never got into EverQuest. That's an MMORPG, right? Wait for role execution, my kingdom has been doing good. Nice to hear, Marco. Top lane main? You play Tryndamere, but you're on a support binge. Support is relaxing. Don't. 20 years and still playing? 21 years and still playing? Oh, for EverQuest. I see. Oh, what's the appeal of EverQuest? Let's go with that. I'm probably not gonna play it because I don't have time for MMORPGs. I hate the fact that I don't have time because I actually enjoy MMORPGs and playing with other players, but yeah. Raids. So the raids are the appeal of EverQuest. What makes them different from, let's say, World of Warcraft? You're deep into the Breath of the Wild, nothing better than a new Zelda game when you grow up with it. Sub, I heard a interesting thing about Breath of the Wild. People have been saying that even though it has amazing presentation, the world map feels a little bit empty and small. Can you please comment on that? Is it true or is it okay? You'll even come back to people talking about League? No, Big Bunny. I simply asked the general question, what are you guys playing nowadays? What are the cool kids doing now on the block? Because, you know, I'm an old man. Nothing has more difficult raids in the later half. You feel at this point it's nostalgia, but hell, there's different things for everyone. Okay. Maybe someday. You're gonna tear your way to victory. Good luck with that. You only play League when Earth's out? Well, if you want to have just some good old-fashioned fun, yeah, that works. Also, Tryndamere, AP or attack speed and damage? The King Trevor of the Fourth will continue? That's... I sadly don't like the name Trevor. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't like it. Most people can't handle the graphics. Okay. Playing Minecraft and FPS shooter games. Oh, FPS shooter games. What FPS shooter games are you playing? I actually recently finished the Halo Masters Collection Edition, and I'm currently tackling a little bit of Doom. It's incredible how fun it is to hunt for secrets on Doom maps. It's pretty cool. Maybe not, but that's what you hear. Oh, okay. Compared to Ark or Conan, it's a small map, but it has all the feels of a Zelda, I think. Okay, that's nice. Bro, that's his great-grandpa's name? I don't care. If I don't like a name, I don't like a name. That doesn't mean that I don't like the person or I'm trying to insult them. I'm simply stating the fact that I'm definitely not going to name my kid Trevor. I am definitely calm, my dude. Split push tower breaker. Okay, that's cool. So split push tower breaker with a little bit of duelist in it. That's cool, Signopa. Every time you hear the name Trevor, it reminds you of wizardry for Nintendo Entertainment System. Or NES. The message in the last dungeon when you beat the boss is P.S. Trevor sucks. Appropriate. Chirndell, appropriate. Hey, lol. Welcome back to the man. What's up? Yeah, I kind of have to fight if people come for you. Definitely, yeah. After playing GTA 5 for years, Trevor has a new meaning. Oh, is Trevor the crazy redneck style one in the game? Is that Trevor? Guys, if I remember correctly, that dude's batshit insane. And, you know, fun to go through. A tad tired, but you're fine? That's good to hear, lol. That means, if you're tired, that means you did shit. Can I respect your opinion on the name? Thanks. I mean, you can respect it or disagree with it. It's perfectly fine. You have your own opinion on a name, and I have another opinion on a name. It's not about me being accepted for disliking something. It's my business, and it's okay. It's okay to disagree on things. We can still be friends. It's something that I've mentioned before, and it's something that people need to remember. If you disagree about something with another person, you can still be friends with that person. I have disagreements with my wife all the time, but we're still married, and what I consider to be a healthy relationship, so yeah, it's okay. If you like mech games, check out Mecha Knights. Story's cringe, but the mech customization and driving is fun. When it comes to mech games, I'm still trying to play and finish Battletech. I think I have to go through that one. Gotcha, bitch. Trevor is my brother's name, so it's fine. And I have nothing against your brother, Sicknopa. I definitely have nothing against your brother. I don't know your brother. He might be the best guy in the world, or a prick. I don't know. So, all's good. Oh yeah, Battletech is awesome. Really, really like it. It's one of those video games where you get in there and nothing works because you don't understand the mechanics of the game, and you gotta watch a guide or some basic shit or read a manual for you to understand the gist of the game. It's one of those, and I really, really appreciate those types of games. Also, I understand that there's a new game on the block that's kinda in the same ballpark. I think it's called High Fleet. And people have been saying that it's amazing. Oh, you simply saw the name and you brought it up? That's cool. That's cool. Trevor, okay. Really an appropriate character for Trevor, yeah. You mean it's okay to have an opinion without getting a new asshole ripped for it? Maybe we should put a bulletin on Discord. Yes, maybe we should. Sub. But it's simply something that people need to remember and understand. And an update, your mom's doing better today. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, lol. That's awesome. Oh my god, you hate Amazon Game Studios? Why? What happened, Turndall? Someone plays Stanley's Fireball? I actually have it in the list, in my Steam list, but I've never played it to the end. I simply never got around to it. But I will play Stanley's Parable. I'm still trying to convince my wife to play Stanley's Parable. It's a great game. King Trevor III shall win this war. Okay, Marco, have fun with your Trevor III that you will win this war. Lost Ark got pushed out to March 31st, 2022, and they're doing the early access buybacks to play. That sounds horrible. Sadly I'm not familiar with Lost Ark. I don't know the game. You don't understand what you have to do? First of all, follow the voice, Razvan. After you follow the voice's instructions, then you can decide if you want to not listen to the voice. Google it is all I can say. Is it gonna be super good? Sure. I'll check it out. Lost Ark. South Korea's ultimate MMO ARPG. Oh, wait. I remember now. It's that Diablo-like game where they just take the abilities of the player to the fucking extreme anime level max shit. Is that the one? Okay, yeah, I remember. And I remember that it had some amazing destructible environments and shit. Or at least that's what I saw a few years ago. I didn't even know that they were still working on the game. I just threw it out of my mind. Amazon bought rights to publish it in the West. That's okay. I hope they're gonna do a good job translating the game. Because, for example, Black Desert Online sucks major dingballs. Because I can't enjoy Black Desert Online because the translation is shit. I don't mind the grind. I'm okay with that, but the translation is awful. So Duke Alexis, you are my prisoner. Ba-bum. Da-da-da. There. One sec, I just need to check something. Oh, what the hell? Ah, there we go. Okay, I randomly received a message from what I would assume to be a viewer. He told me ass. I guess I replied with titties. Each with their own. What you gonna do? Gotta be mature in that scenario and reply appropriately. It's a complete game, they're just milking it. Okay. The game was translated for Russia and geolocked. If you use a VPN, you can play it for free English there in the West. Or you may be able to play it there. And then I'm not gonna use a VPN. I'm fine. Here, Aldemar, he's Alexis. He was a prison bitch. I'm not sure. I don't think I allow my prisoners to do the sex. I'm that of a madman. Depending how lines fall, you may not need to use a VPN. We'll see. Yeah, I know you were referring to Nappa calling Vegeta a prison bitch. Funny. News on the war, we're invading the Vegers and the territorial infection remaining. Or the... Marco, can we just agree that you're going to be conquering the map and call it a day? It's kind of obvious that you're at a point where you don't give a fuck anymore, and it's just a matter of time before you take the map. You know, just putting that out there. You're just mentioning it. Nah, okay, sure. Yes, quite. What the fuck is Vargas? I think he's referring to the Vagirs, Sikanopa. He's referring to the major faction in Vanilla. Gargarosking. Gargarosking, thank you for becoming a follower, my dude. Welcome to Hitpoint Inn. Thank you for the random wisp, I guess. I don't know. I have a magnificent beard, by the way. It's actually quite small. Maybe someday. Remember from random lore always impress me? Oh, you're talking about that Dragon Ball Z abridged reference? It's just some media that I've watched. I guess it's random lore. What's a Gargar skin? I have no idea. That's the name of the viewer that just followed, lol. At least in this resolution? Yeah, speaking of, I do need to order a new webcam. Get that crisp 1080p. So you guys can see my black dots and shit. No, it's the Vagers. It's the Vagers from Vanilla, man. You don't know what's a Lul either? I don't know, man. I don't know, I just work here. Hey, another dude has abandoned all hope and exited the city. Count Bogdanius the Boged. Gotcha, bitch. Do you want... Ah, crap, he doesn't want to talk about politics. The abbreviation LMAO stands for laughing my ass off. Is that how it works? Hey, Grug Caveman. Welcome back to the end, dude. What's up? Ruffle is rolling on the floor of laughter, and then there's a lot of... And I think there's also Rufflemau, where it's rolling on the floor laughing my ass off. And you can actually connect them. There's even a song on the internet called Rufflemau. Bum ba dum. Rufflemau. Bum ba da bum. Rufflemau. Bum bum ba da dum. Jada bum ba da bum ba da ba da ba dum bum ba da bum. Yes. LOL is laughing out loud. It's also an addicting MOBA game. It's up. Okay, yeah, sure. Charge your attack. Yeah. Sadly, I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. Oh, shit. I died. Slaughter them all. We're just gonna let the boys charge. Have I seen the new Suicide Squad? You gotta see Polka Dot, man. So I saw Suicide Squad, the one with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. I saw that one. It was a mess. Is there a new Suicide Squad? Is there a new movie or TV show? LOL, on the other hand, stands for laughing out our whole lumberjack. Good attempt at being funny. Good attempt. Will Smith is old news. The new one is awesome. Okay. Is it an animation? Is it a movie? Is it a TV show? Is it... I don't know. It just came out? No, I haven't checked it out. Hope is good. Okay. Eating is very entertaining. As in watching somebody eat, or you eating and enjoying a type of dish? Could you please elaborate? Lol. It's a major movie just came out. Okay. I'll probably check it out. Love our own white lies. To eat something good is very entertaining. Yeah. I can appreciate that. Eating something yummy feels very, very good. And I do enjoy it a lot. I do enjoy good food, so I understand the sentiment. My boy. I'll just grab that horsey. Clovis, Stefan, Livius, a Darien. Okay, so can I talk with a Darien, for example? Can I approach Hildegard, request a meeting with Duca Darien? Discuss in private? Ah, fine. My boy, did you just assume my gender? Yes, I did. I did just assume your gender. I hope I'm correct. Well, we already know. Yeah. Drinking something good is also extremely entertaining. Yes. Yes, but I'm more on the side of it should be super yummy for my tummy, and less on the amount of alcohol within the drink or something of the sorts. Because I know that some people are into, oh yeah, drink is good if it has a lot of alcohol in it, or if it's done like this. But in my opinion, a nice, freshly squeezed lemonade is also pretty fucking amazing, and so on and so forth. You identify as a half pylon, half battle mage. Oddly specific and sounds pretty goddamn awesome. Have fun with that, Big Bunny. Big Bunny, the half pylon, half battle mage. When he runs out of mana, he yells from the top of his lungs, "You must construct additional pylons." Or did I assume that wrong? You used to identify as an Apache helicopter? That is so 2010. Love that version better? Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Vanskeriraders. We will fight you. Can I have you say that for my ringtone? I'm sure you can find the official statement over the internet. You're a practicing alcoholic. Hope to be a journeyman someday. Oh, okay. Okay, I wish you the best in your journey. I hope it's fulfilling and helpful. Hence used. Fair enough. No, the shoulders, anything but the head and shoulders. I'll just let this guy fight. If we can get a few kills from this far away, that's great. If not, doesn't matter. I do appreciate the occasional beer here and there, but Act 2, I'm drunk, and I'm not feeling good anymore, so... Yes, Marco. What is it? Did Dimmy drown in the well? What is it, boy? Yeah, I have a very weak liver. Or is it healthy liver? I'm not exactly sure how you would, you know, state it. But my liver just drinks alcohol, or absorbs alcohol right up, and it just makes me dead drunk. When drinking, you're smashed. I'm around that ballpark too, Turandel. Vader just sent you a peace agreement, and you refused, or did you accept it? Abandoned. Don't care about the farmer. Lord Gustav, let me help you. Everybody attack. Pardon? So we literally just have to wait for Ducadarian to leave Senderfall so we can discuss. I'll probably go back to Ravenstern and then try to find him again. Actually, we just drink a lot of beer in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Great microbrews to get through the winters. Okay, dude. As long as it's yummy and you're having fun. And also socializing in the meantime, because, you know, having a drink is best served with friends. You can interpret that however you want. So yeah. No, we don't want the refugees. Let's go eastwards to Ravenstern. Oh no, not the army of enemies spotted near Falcondar Castle. Anything but the army of enemies spotted near Falcondar Castle. Okay, in other news, we will return to Ravenstern and see what's going on over there. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be bringing these arquebusiers a little bit further up. I like me some arquebusiers. Arquebus or arquebus? Might be bus, like in the school bus. We're alone in a bar drinking. Now you feel weird. Well, you're not alone, sub. You're with us. You're definitely not alone if you're here with us on chat and on the stream. From an outside perspective, you might seem like you're alone, but you are drinking a beer, you're on your phone with your headsets in, and you're typing. So clearly you're talking with someone. And even if you were not, you are there enjoying a drink. You shouldn't give a shit how other people perceive you or if you're alone or not. Sometimes we have to be alone with our own thoughts and process, because that's how we process them. Because I'm not exactly sure if you do this. If you do this in day-to-day life. You always do something. You're always listening to some music. You're always doing something with your hands. You're always constantly moving, constantly talking, constantly doing something. Anything but standing still. Anything but being alone with your own thoughts. This is kind of dodging, dodging your own thoughts. When you're alone and you're not doing anything, you're sitting with your own thoughts. Thus, you're going through thoughts. Thus, you're processing stuff. This is where people get into the danger of overthinking. This is the moment when we go through different scenarios and so on and so forth. Or where we're thinking about our problems, because those are usually the ones that peek out of their head from, from a brain. So, yeah. I've noticed this at me. I always have a tendency of doing or listening or watching or doing anything but not doing nothing. Not doing... Standing still. Let's go with that. Yeah, doing anything but stand still. Which is interesting. I did try to stand still. I wanted to see if, hey, shit, am I dodging stuff? Am I dodging issues? Do I have to process things? And no, it seems not. I'm just bored. I'm just doing them for the sake of keeping myself active, and there's sadly or thankfully nothing to process. I don't know. Double-edged sword, I guess. Is it true that there are companions in Pendor that aren't one of their main ones? They like have no name and are basically a blank slate. Okay, so there are no blank. From a lore perspective, there are no blank slate companions, but there are blank slate companions stats-wise. So, for example, Leslie and Anson are, I think, level 1 or something like that. They're very low level, and you can level them up in however you see fit. Big Bunny. Those are the two that you want to go for, if you want to have a blank slate, as you said. Okay, I thought I seen that somewhere, but could have been a dream. No. No, they're all named and they all have their own story. I don't think we have any blank slate companions. Maybe in Perisno? Did I read the... No, you didn't mention Pendor, so... I don't know, man. Cavalry charge. That's a cool way of looking at it. Well, yeah. I actually realized it when my wife told me. So I wanted to put some music on Google Home, and she's like, anything but standing still. You just can't. You just gotta fiddle. You just gotta do something. And I'm like, yeah. Yes, I do. And because I was doing that unconsciously, so the moment she told me that, I was like, oh shit, that's a wake-up call. I actually am doing everything but standing still. So I further look into it. I explored this idea in my own head. I stood still for a bit and thought about it, or did something that didn't really require my brain, like auto fighting in Prophecy of Pendor, for example. And I do that apparently because I'm bored. Because I prefer to do something rather than stand still. I have nothing to process. I processed enough during university. And I'm grateful. Holy shit, I'm grateful for university because it made me the person I am today. Oh god, I love the fact that I went through university. Didn't finish it, but I love the fact that I did. To stimulate the mind? I don't think it's to stimulate... Well, in my case, it's to stimulate the mind, but a lot of people are doing it to keep the mind busy. I went to the Faculty of Letters, Babeș Bolyai in Cluj, and I majored in English and Japanese. Suddenly, I dropped out. Didn't finish it. But the way of thinking, the friends that I made along the way, I met my wife in university, were all worth it. Or, I don't regret anything. I would definitely do it again. I always had this scenario in my head. Speaking of it, I've always had this scenario of, if I could go back in time and choose a different, more productive university, like, let's say, computer science, to go for programming, which really pays the bucks. Would I do it? And my conclusion was no. I wouldn't go back because because I would regret not meeting my wife and not meeting my friends. So no, I would definitely do everything the same way. Maybe try to actually finish university and not drop out, but no, it's fine. Maybe I'm weird like that. You want to learn Japanese so you can more easily watch anime. That was my initial idea too, Big Bunny, but it wasn't a strong enough motivator to make me learn the language. And one of the biggest drawbacks of trying to learn a language that's not utilized in your immediate surrounding is that you have nobody to practice with. And sadly, anime is not going to be enough. You got a bunch of friends, an awesome family, and maybe you have had too many beers, but you come to appreciate this community in a way that you feel like you're hanging with friends. And that means I'm doing my job. I'm fulfilling my intention for this community, so thank you. I really appreciate that. And that's cool. That's cool. Gosh darn, now I'm a little bit embarrassed and I don't know what to say. I need a segue. I need a segue out of this. But no, that's I really appreciate it, so that's a cool thing to say. Might go to bed soon. Things got too mushy, right? Sicknopa, you're like, nah. We're hitting feelings. I'm not here to feel feelings. I'm here to numb them. No worries, Sick. You have a nice evening, man. Despite Argner being a fucking troll, I feel so. So a lot of people are asking me. You're not the only one. People ask me, why do I keep Eric Nader around? He challenges me. You know, he's a good kid. He's a good guy at heart. He's intelligent. But he's a little bit extreme in his beliefs. He's a fucking stone. And he's the only right one and everybody else is wrong. Completely and utterly wrong. And if they're wrong, that means they're stupid. And that's Eric Nader in a nutshell. And I like him. He is rough. He's definitely rough. But he's a good person at heart. He tells you that you're stupid because he wants you to not be stupid anymore. He wants you to see the true path, which is sadly Eric Nader vision. But nah, I'm sorry, Sub, and I'm sorry for those who had, kind of harsh experiences with him. Granted, he can come off as a troll, but he's okay. You've been up for 3 days. I think sleep is a must at this point. I think so, Sick. I think so. Every community needs a troll and a challenge. You don't know an Eric Nader? He's just a regular. Just a regular from around here. That's very rigid in his ways. You don't like being trolled. I'm sure you don't, man. I'm sure you don't. You read that sanity starts breaking down after 3 days? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how sleep deprivation affects the human mind, but I'm sure it's not good for you. Definitely. That's fine. So that too. Keep the sausages. And get some food in here. Good. There we go. Oh, Duke Alexis, fuck off. Counter Nolus, fuck off. Anybody else? Lord Burgundus, no. Okay, and grab other non-allured soldiers. Let's check the tavern and sell some prisoners. Or try to sell some prisoners. We could also check the castle out, see how things are going. Hey, Seneschal the Borgin. What's up? Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be a while. Adjourn the hall. Walk away. Read the Russian sleep experiments, if you can find them. Most only make it 5 days. What happens after 5 days? Does the brain just shut down? Do they lose consciousness? Is the Red Brotherhood hideout still hard to find? You just gotta keep on asking for, rumors in taverns. Death. So after 5 days of sleep deprivation, you die. Damn, that is fucked up. I thought you would resist, at least 10 days, organs start failing. Jesus Christ. That'd be cray-cray, man. That'd be cray. chest? Nah. Nah. We're good. We're good when it comes to chest. Wait, how? How do they shut down? I think you hear the window sound. Bum 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 bum. And then your liver just goes away. Getting just 10 minutes in there seems to keep it going. Wow, weird. Oh god, don't say cray cray. Sorry. I sometimes say it. You just got 2 quality gems chilling in a chest? Yes, I do, Big Bunny, because I really haven't found a use for them right now. I might go to... Listen to this. I think people will react negatively. But I might go to Elecray and just get some Noldor soldiers from them. Just gonna get some boys. No, I'm okay on stats. I don't need any more stats than this. I'm fine. I'm fine. I could use 2 extra points into intellect, maybe, but... it's fine. Rather keep them for the near future where I might use them either for soldiers, or for a weapon, or for a custom Knighthood Order chapter house somewhere. But there's no need for it now, so... Yes, they're just chilling there. Just because you get quality gems, it doesn't mean you have to use them right off the bat. You could keep them up. There's a resource, a finite resource, but a resource nonetheless. You can't recall when they were done, but they were considered extreme and cruel, and no one has took it to such extent since to understand the complete way they broke down. I think it was in the 1960s or something. Man, ethics, right? Getting in the way. Shit. I don't know, dude. Here's an interesting question. Let's say someone comes up with an experiment that is non-ethical. You know, let's say it's a fucked up experiment. But there are people who voluntarily, in all of their mental capacities, offer themselves for the fulfillment of this experiment. Should the scientist go through with the experiment, even though it's non-ethical, but there were volunteers for it? What do you say? Okay, because you stayed up for a week straight and you're still here, as in no sleep whatsoever, Sikanopa, no dozing off or anything of the sorts. You just step away from your computer for a while. This project is starting to stress you out. I'm sorry, Big Bunny. Which one? Which project? Our discussion? I'm sorry if it's bothering you. You can find the non-creepypasta documents. And it's an interesting read to see how people break down. Each is different. Depends on the reward. Okay. Yeah, no sleep at all. Okay. Maybe you're built differently. Oh, for work? Okay. My bad. My bad. Yeah, sometimes when you're working on a project, it's a good idea to grab a break every 2 hours. Spend a week playing games? That sounds amazing, Sikanopa. Sounds awesome. I wish I could do that. Just spend an entire week playing video games. Whew. Ooh. Ooh. That would be amazing. You're a structural engineer, and you can't seem to get this building to work, so you'll be back in a bit if you're still going. I'll still be here for another 50 minutes. I wish you good luck in your construction, my good sir. I assume you're just building up a plan of a building. And the math is just not going through. Or maybe you're using a 3D program where you're building it to scale. You get the idea. I heard... Actually, I'll ask him once he gets back. Dang it, now you're not tired anymore? You missed the window for sleep? Sick. Go sleep. Just put yourself in bed. Let the stream go through, but just bring the voice down, the volume down, and you'll go to sleep. Okay? You live by your drawing sets in your industry. That's cool. Yeah, it's a 3D modeling program, and you can't get the spans to work. Let's see. Is it true that engineer students utilize architect students are utilizing Sims as, you know, the Sims, the video game Sims, as a practice tool? Is it true? Just got a text food is ready? Go for it. Bon appetit, man. Eat, and then you should get drowsy afterwards. Lots of people get hurt if your math is off. I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure that's a thing. So, but yeah. I completely 100% agree with that. Back to farming gear on EverQuest for your new character on the 15th. As long as you're having fun, Turndal. As long as you're not playing and you're looking at other people and like, save me. Save me from this trap. Save me from this madness. Fun can be subjective. It can. It definitely is. It's not that it can be subjective. It is subjective. You look for any excuse to run away sometimes. In EverQuest or out of EverQuest? Yeah, that doesn't answer my question. Maybe both sometimes. Okay. It needs to be your choice where you have to draw the line, you know, you have to decide, okay, that is enough EverQuest for me, or no, I like EverQuest, I want to keep on playing. Just take care of yourself, okay, man? Mine. Make them work in the mine. So the answer was yes. Yeah, I guess the answer was yes. Rev, are you into driving G-Sims at all, like F1, Forza, SnowRun, or any of that kind of shit? The last driving sim that I've played was not Pedal to the Metal, Wheels of Steel. That's the last one that I played. I enjoyed it. I was young and didn't fully understand what the fuck I was doing. And I guess I'd be down to go back and play it some days, but I don't know. I mean, in a way, yes, it's a very well-made platform for basic house design, whereas when you need to get into the nitty-gritty of what materials are needed, then no, Sims basically only works for basic house design principles and interior decorating. Okay, so more for interior decorating. I'm sure that you can create some pretty unrealistic buildings in Sims that do not have any structural integrity whatsoever. Ever get the feeling reality is the game and the game is reality? You get that sometimes. Too damn much time on this game. Yeah, I feel... I don't get that anymore. I had that after I watched The Matrix, for some odd reason. Last driving game you played was Ford Racer 3. Sadly, I'm not familiar with that one. Oh yeah, build a market, goddammit. Build a goddamn market. Yes, very unrealistic. I mean, you can almost accomplish anything with enough steel. I guess. You're a big Formula 1 fan? But it's usually about the budget, right, Big Bunny? You're a big Formula 1 fan? Unusual for an American? You race with a few Romanians? Oh, that's cool. I know for a fact that there's a lot of fans over here in Romania. Romanians are big fans of a lot of sports, and they, interestingly enough, cycle through them. As far as I'm aware, we have soccer fans or football fans, however you want to call it. We have rugby fans or football, however you want to call it. Formula 1, tennis, gymnastics, dirt racing. What else? Exactly, budget dictates all. Of course it does. It's logical. Yeah. What other popular? Oh, handball and that's kind of it that comes to mind that are obvious. Those are the most popular. I hope I mentioned Formula One as well, because Formula One is kind of there's a big fan base for it as well. What's handball? No, it's not like baseball. No. It's similar to basketball, but instead of a hoop, there's a goal post like in football. And what's handball? Typically, that's just porn in America. No. It's actually a sports. It's basketball on a soccer field, ish. And instead of a basketball hoop, you have a goal post, exactly like in soccer. And the attackers can't get near the goalpost. They have to jump and then throw the ball from outside. For fuck's sake, Google it. But no, handball is a thing. I'm not. I think that's the official name. At least in Romanian, it is. It's handball. I'm not sure if it's in English too, but is that more of a European game that people play? Impossible. You guys must have it in America or something. And it's quite fast-paced. Okay, so let's do a quick check. We're okay on food. We sold prisoners. We are at 260 soldiers. That is perfectly fine. We will go back westwards to try to talk with Duke Adarian or Aldarar or Alderon or I don't know. We'll see. If you type in handball into Google, your wife might get upset. Type it as one word, sub, and you should be able to find the good shit. Interpret that however you want. You've heard of it, it's not played in America very often. That's kind of sad. It's a fun game. In middle school, we had a PE teacher that was a handball professional player, and she taught us how to play handball. So from middle school until high school, I played handball, and then in high school, I played basketball. I'm still a short stack, though. Fuck my genetics. We have lacrosse, which might be similar, but not the same. I sadly don't know what lacrosse is. I don't know the rules of lacrosse. Some high-end colleges, very few have teams. It's simply not as interesting, I guess. Ever heard of squash? You heard that's popular in Europe. Squash. I sadly don't know enough about it to say what it is. Is squash played with a football ball? Or is it with tennis rackets? Or neither. I might be completely wrong about it. I heard of the term squash. That is exactly how you heard the term handball. I don't know what it is. How do I get my villages to to give me 4K? Oh, Big Bunny, it's actually quite simple. You take care of them. You protect them, you don't let them get burnt to the ground, you build all of your buildings in them, you answer the call, and you make sure that you don't have too many fiefs, so you don't have tax inefficiency. That's it. Squashes tennis at the wall? Oh. Racket sport played by 2 players or 4 players for double in a 4-walled court. With small hollow rubber balls? No. Sadly, squash is not popular over here in Romania. But tennis is. Quite popular. Or at least, I'm not aware of it being super popular. Razvan, can you, shoot my statement down? You've only seen yours ever get to like 1K, maybe? Again, I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, you kind of agree with me. It's not really that popular over here. If it were popular, I think I would have known of it. Because I'm not a sports guy. So if I know it, that means it must be popular because, well, me as a non-sports person knows of it. Squash is an English-American thing, as handball is a Euro thing. I guess so. Have a game called Butt Ball. That sounds similar to squash. Does it involve the usage of the butt? And I feel like that should be used to Google, because the wife would get weird ideas. You're not very looking after them? It's okay. I'm not really putting a lot of effort into it either, but I do try to go to them and save them before they get burned down to a crispy crisp. It's played in more luxurious gyms. Oh, that is true. Now that you're stating it, I know of a squash sports base in Cluj, but I don't think there's one in Zalo where I'm living right now. It do be weird like that. Okay. Another ranger for the ranger god. Holy shit, people are out. Duke Adarian. We must discuss. We must converse, Duke Adarian. You must let me talk. In Bucharest, you know 2 gyms with squash? Oh, in Cluj, I didn't know only 1. Did I get the opal fixed? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. We have to have it ready. We had to have it ready by this Friday because we're going to Bucharest to a wedding. So yeah, it's fixed and in hopefully mint condition. Okay, I gotta wait for Duke Adarian to be alone. They're still not fighting me, which is kind of cool. Okay. No. You must stay here with me, Duke Adarian. We must talk. What type of opal? Opal Astra. There we go. Yes, we can talk with Duke Adarian. The moment of truth, brothers. It is time. Have a Corsa? I hope it serves you long, and it will not cost you a lot of money. That's fun. That's what I'm hoping from a car. Work, and don't cost me a lot of money. I don't care what car I have as long as it takes me from point A to point B and it doesn't break down on me constantly. So, can we convince Duke Adarian to join our side with the last fief of the original Ravenstern faction? Let's find out. Do they sell Hondas in Romania? Yes, but usually Romanians buy their cars from Belgium, France, and Germany. It's cheaper there. 10 years old and no problem so far. Awesome. Mine is over 20 years old and it's costing me. You bought a new. God damn, you lucky son of a bitch. Cherish it, man. Cherish it. Because my car's causing quite a few costs. The rightful queen. Pledge. No position to come to your help. Mate! I am the Ravenstern. What do you mean I'm in no position to come to your help? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're scorch earth in this bitch. It seems we're at war. I mean, we were already at war, but we are more at war now than we were before. War. Yes. Although, to kind of provide a follow-up explanation to Sub's question about Hondas, You can buy a Honda here, but usually the idea would be that you want to buy a car that you can easily find parts for. The more common the parts, the cheaper they are. Thus, the cheaper are the repairs for your car. Hondas are not that common over here in Romania, so it's ill-advised to buy them. So, there you go. I'm in no position to comb my hair. I should comb my hair, yeah. Yeah, it's super messy. Your Jeep is a 1992 last year. That AMC owned them last year, cast iron motors, and we just had to start replacing small parts on it. Awesome. That's cool that it, it lasted for almost 30 years now. It's pretty dope. 29 years to be exact. If my math still holds up. We're building the motor for the first time this winter. Okay. Sounds awesome and fun. And that's funny because European cars are ill-advised to buy by Americans as the parts are hard to come by. Yes, and it makes perfect sense. Sub. It makes sense to buy cars that you can find spare parts for easily. If you were to move over here to Europe, I'm giving an example. I'm not asking you, but if you want to, sure. If you move to Europe, if you have an American car, you would have a harder time finding parts for it. Although, interestingly enough, there is one exception to that rule. And that is the Chevrolet or Chevrolet? How do you pronounce it? Is it one Chevrolet or two Chevrolet? Because you can actually apparently the Chevrolet is Chevrolet. Okay. So the Chevrolet is quite a popular car over here, or Chevy, sure. And you can find parts for it. I know, it's weird. But we do have Chevys. Not the pickup trucks, the small variants. No, not the Berliners. Although I think we have Berliners. Oh no, we do have a lot of Fords. We do have a lot of Fords. True, I forgot that one's American. No. We do have. We have BMWs, we have Fords, we have Chevrolets, we have Opels, we had a little bit of everything, but these are the ones, a lot of Volkswagens, but these are the most common ones. It's most parted car in the world, according to your uncle who owns his own car shop. According to America? I'm not exactly sure about the other... Opel is Buick in USA? Oh, okay, well, I guess maybe the parts are interchangeable, I'm not sure. We definitely don't have any Buicks over here. And if we do have Buicks, they're, very small number of Buicks that are in rich families or something of the sorts. Or a guy that has multiple high-spec, incredibly expensive, selling my liver and my 2 kidneys cars in his garage. Opel is Buick in other countries. I think, yeah, sure. Yeah, apparently. I still can't take him prisoner. But yeah, it's war. We will cut Senderfall down. There's no point. No point in waiting any longer. We will destroy them. I just need to go bring in my army. But we're going to be doing that next time. Yeah, I think I'm going to be ending it here, guys. My throat is dead. I feel my throat is being bothersome. And, as I stated towards the beginning of the stream, I'm rambling and bambling because probably I'm tired. So that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed. It was more of a discussions kind of stream rather than a playing kind of stream, which is okay here and there. And interestingly enough, usually the discussion streams happen when I'm tired, so yeah. Is there a correlation between me being tired and having discussions? Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to further look into it. But that's going to be it for today. If you guys like what I do, please hit that follow button. The only thing that the follow button does on Twitch is notify you when I stream. That's it. If you want to further support me, also subscribe on Twitch. Helps out. If you're on YouTube, though, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and also click the notification bell to be notified when I put in new content. And I do try to put in new content every few days. So yeah, that's it. And I wish you boys and girls a wonderful, wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.